Alright guys, welcome to a brand new Football Manager 2019 Hearts FC team guide. This is going to be the first of many. I plan on covering all the Scottish Premiership teams, and if there's a particular team you'd like to see me do from the lower leagues, let me know in the comment sections and I will do my best to get it up. Now before I go into this club review, I just want to say that I do plan on doing a Hearts career mode on Football Manager 2019. I didn't necessarily want to go Hearts in Football Manager, PES and FIFA, but now I've decided against that, and I'm thinking it would be fun to go Hearts in all three for this season only and just compare how I do over the three games. Now, I haven't uploaded FIFA or PES in a while, but those series are not quite, you don't have to worry about that. I've actually played on quite a long time into both of them, and what I can say is the results are picking up. So if you thought the series were going to be shit and I was going to be at the bottom of the table, then you can think again. Don't get me wrong, I probably won't be at the top anytime soon, but nor will I be getting thrashed 5-0 by Celtic. That I can guarantee you. Anyway, let's go on to this team guide. Here you can see Hearts have on fielders as the new manager. Craig Levein looks like he has took a holiday somewhere and was a new boy in charge. Okay, so some information about the club. Founded in 1874, have professional status. In the game, they have a national reputation of 2.5 stars. The finances are okay. They've got all three kits in this game. You've got the maroon kit, the white kit, and the third blue kit. Stadium, Tynecastle Park. The new capacity, 20,099 grass is the surface, and the condition is good. I'd like to think the condition is good, considering there's been a lot of money put into Tynecastle over the past year or two. As for some of the general news, what are we looking for here? Obviously, vice captain John Souttar, captain Christophe Berra, who is injured for like 8 months in the game, which is going to piss me off, because when I start my save, I'm going to be without Berra for 8 months, even though he was still available. He wasn't injured in like July, August, but the game is obviously carrying injuries over from this current time. In terms of rivalries, they've got Hibs, local rivalry. Obviously, you've got the Edinburgh Derby, Hibs. Other rivals, Rangers and Celtic. We're in the Ladbrokes Premiership, and the media prediction is 5th. Owner loves the club, which is all good. Average ticket price £22. Average season ticket price is £350. And there is 14,000 season ticket holders at the moment, which is all good. As for the, let's see what the board want us to do this season. What is the objectives? Ladbrokes Premiership. So the board want you to finish in the top half of the table, and I think with the squad available, that should be pretty achievable. I think you'd be disappointed if you do not finish in the top half. As for the Scottish Cup, the objective is to reach the semis, and the Betfred Cup, they also want to reach the semis of that too. Transfer budget 150k, and the wage budget just over £2,000 a week, so not a lot of money there to make deals go through. Looks like you're actually going to have to work with the squad that you have available. Speaking of the squad, that's what we're going to cover next. So we'll just go through from goalkeepers all the way to strikers. You see Hearts in the first team squad only have 2. So you've got Colin Doyle and Sedenik Slamal. Doyle 33, Slamal 32. See, Doyle's got a 3-star rating, Slamal a 3.5-star rating, so he looks to be slightly the better of the two. But I mean, whether you can work with these two, I'd say it's decent ratings. I mean, to have a 3.5-star keeper and a 3-star keeper for backup, I mean, that's solid. I don't think you need to make any improvements in that position. Obviously, you can choose to do if you want, if you think you need better than that, but I'd be happy with that as the 2 goalkeepers. I think that's very solid. Moving on now to the defence. Only really got the one player here that can play in the right back position, which is Michael Smith. He's 3 stars. Centre backs, you've got Aaron Hughes, Christophe Berra, Haring, Dunn, Dikamonka, and John Souttar. Now, Souttar, 4-star ability. He's got 5-star potential though, which is great. Also got Jimmy Dunn. He's been really impressive since we signed him. He's got 3-star ability with 4-star potential. Christophe Berra, currently 4-star ability. He will not go up anymore. Aaron Hughes is taking a hit in this game, plus he is 38, so I really don't know how much longer he will be around. And obviously Christophe Berra, you are missing him for the first 7 to 8 months. So I mean, Hearts, I think defensively in the centre back positions have got a pretty decent squad, but like I say, that injury to Christophe Berra will hurt you immensely. But you've got Jimmy Dunn, who I think's been great. So Jimmy Dunn and John Souttar, why not, man? That could be a very good partnership in the future, because let's be honest, Dunn's 20, Souttar's 21. If you can keep a hold of those guys, I mean, that's what you need. That is your centre-back partnership, perhaps. It's going to be Berra and Souttar for maybe the first year or two, and then I think Dunn will be able to come in and take over for Berra. I do believe he is a great player. So moving on next, I've got left backs, I've got Ben Garuccio and Dimitri Mitchell. I think Dimitri Mitchell's fantastic. I would love to get him on a permanent deal. He is currently on loan at the moment, I believe, from Manchester United. Yeah, from Man United. He's valued at 2.9 million though, so the chances of Hearts ever signing him is next to nothing, unless Anne Budge wants to pull some money out of her purse. So potential ability, 4.5 stars. You can look at some of his stats here, man. Very fantastic. Look at this, man. He's got loads of... I mean, he's hardly got any important starts. He's hardly got any under 10. I mean, you could argue like maybe marking's pretty poor, an 8 for a defender, but I mean, going forward, first touch, free kick taking, long shots, dribbling, crossing, acceleration, agility, pace, stamina, off the ball positioning, teamwork, work rate, technique, passing. He's just a really, really good left back, but you can also play him kind of anywhere up the left hand side. So I think Dimitri Mitchell, if you go Hearts, he's going to be one of your key players. The only problem is trying to keep him at the club, because like I said, it's only a loan deal. Up next, we've got the central midfielders. We've got Juhum, Martin and Ollie Lee. Martin's currently out on loan at the moment. I don't rate Martin. He's only 2.5 stars in this game. I think the best thing to do would be sell him once he returns for his loan deal. We've got Juhum, who's injured as well. He's 3.5 stars. Ollie Lee, 3 stars. So perhaps in the middle of the field you could do with bringing in another player or two. Who knows? Left mid, you've got Bosnich, 3 stars. Jake Mulroney, 2.5 stars, by 3-star potential. Ryan Edwards, who Hearts just bought. Apparently he has 4-star potential, 2.5-star current ability, but they've loaned him out. I thought it was a very strange signing there. So you've got him as a right midfielder. Danny Amankwa also as a right midfielder. He's got 3-star ability, 3.5-star potential. Got Callum Morrison, I think going to be a really good player in the future. 2.5-star current, 3.5-star potential. Stephen Naismith, I mean, the legend. We need to get him back as soon as possible, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be vital to Hearts. Yes, currently on loan from Norwich, 1.7 million. Could we potentially sign him, do you think, once his contract with Norwich runs out? I'd love that to happen, but who knows? Definitely would be looking to keep him in the game, and we'll see if that is possible. Well, I'll see if it's possible when I go Hearts. Got Sean Clare, 21-year-old, got 3.5-star ability, 4.5-star potential. Haven't really seen much of him in real life, to be honest, but I'm here looking at his stats. They do look really good. His favourite position appears to be that cam role, the advanced playmaker, currently valued at 500k, and looks like he could be a crucial player in the Hearts career mode. We've also got, in terms of strikers, we've got Stephen McLean, who's 3.5-star. He won't get any better though, he's 35, pretty old. Got Uche Ikapesu, it's 3.5-star current, potentially 4 stars, so let's have a look at some of his stats. You've got aggression 17, jump and reach 16, work rate 15, finishing 12, which is pretty good, bravery 14, so, you know, big pressing forward target man, so if you've got him up front, he is going to be a threat, there's no doubt about that, aerial threat, very powerful, will give the defenders a bit of trouble. Kind of reminds me of Mark de Vries, to be honest, so he'd definitely be an interesting player to use, and I think in my Hearts career mode, I think he will start off as my number 1 striker, and we'll take it for there. Who else have we got? Got Connor Salmon, who's out on loan, and Craig Whiting, who we signed from Dundee, only 20 years old. Stats don't look too bad actually, he's 2.5-star, but got potential 4-star ability. And that appears to be it for the main squad. I can only assume that there's some other players in the reserves, or is there some other players even? You've got Ewan Henderson, Harry Cochrane's in the reserves. He's got 5-star potential along with Henderson. You've also got young McDonald there, who's 17, and he's got 4.5-star potential. So they're definitely 2 players that you want in the, you know, the first team squad. So when I'll be taking over Hearts, I'll definitely be promoting Anthony McDonald and Harry Cochrane into the, not starting 11, but they'll definitely be in the full-time squad. So need to change that. And in terms of the staff, we've got 7 coaching staff, 1 recruitment team member, and 3 medical. The one recruitment team member might be an issue. There's no director of football. Maybe since you've done Craig Lafina of a job, you could try and get him back in that role. I mean, who knows? But it does seem like you're going to have to add a little bit to these. I mean, seems fine with the 7 coaching staff, and the medical staff is a bit low, but it seems okay. But the recruitment team member, I think you definitely need more than 1, guys. So that's really it then for this Hearts team guide in Football Manager 2019. So how do you think this Hearts team can do? The objective from the media prediction is 5th place. The board want you to finish in the top half. How do you think this Hearts team can do? Personally, I think they've got a pretty good combination of old, experienced players that have played at a high level, international players, and then they've also got a lot of young youth players coming through. So I think there's a good mix of players in this Hearts team, and I definitely think that you can easily get a top half finish. And when I take over, I'll be trying to get into the Europa League. That has to be the aim. I think a top 4, top 3 place in the league has to be the aim, especially for the first season. I think this squad is good. Obviously, missing Berra will be a huge blow. But apart from that, man, squad looks good to me. So let me know down below, guys, what do you think of this Hearts squad? And how do you think Football Manager 2019 has rated Hearts? And yeah, if you plan on doing a Hearts career mode, let me know down below. Let me know how you get on. And until next time, peace.